her rebranded lifestyle label as ever, a move that officially marks her entry into the alcohol industry. But this isn't just another product drop.
She actually is quite different. I don't look at Meghan as someone who I would get business advice from. Because I find her quite...
Okay, seriously, can we talk about how Meghan Markle's wine just got annihilated? Like, not just bad reviews, I mean absolutely torched, and the person lighting the match? None other than Jon Stewart. Yes, him. But, oh sweetie, it gets messier. Her reputation? Not bruised, not even dented. It was straight up demolished. And the wine? It's now a full-on internet joke. TikTok sommeliers are blind tasting it just to laugh at how awful it is. One even said it tastes like, wait for it, an inspirational quote in a cheap frame. Yikes. That's not a review. That's a punch to the ego in a gift box. But let's not pretend this is just about one comedian cracking wise. This whole fiasco, it shows just how far Meghan's stardom has plummeted. Once the face of royal rebellion, now the butt of a rose roast. She used to dominate headlines with heart-wrenching interviews. Now she's the bland aftertaste of a failed business scheme.
The relaunch was a bigger disaster than anyone could have envisaged. As Nancy Sidley...
And it didn't have to be this way. Meghan had a real chance to connect with people after stepping away from the royals. She could have built something authentic, powerful, honest. But nope, every single launch wrapped in emotional bait, like buy this because you feel bad for me, not because it's actually good. And this time, people didn't just say, nah, they literally spit it out. Even the UK press, the ones who usually can't wait to rip Meghan apart, crickets, total silence. That's how irrelevant the launch was. No scandal, no drama, just sad, bland, tasteless in every possible sense. And let's talk about that label as ever. The posters sound timeless and elegant, right? Nah, it reeks of desperation dressed up as sophistication. As ever, sounds like the end of a letter from someone who's already moved on. And the brand, it's headed there too, straight into the bargain bin.
My name is Jon Stewart. I got a little picture there, John, for you. What's happening? We got it.
Guess who else had a wine brand? Everyone in Hollywood. Cameron Diaz, Post Malone, Brad freaking Pitt, but they actually put out decent stuff. Meghan, she gave us Pinterest aesthetics in a bottle. She didn't launch wine, she launched a filtered mood board. And behind the scenes, total chaos. Retail partners are freaking out, shelves are full, bottles aren't moving. Retailers were promised a frenzy because of Meghan's name, but instead, they're slashing prices by 70% just to make space. And the customer reviews? Brutal. People are not just complaining about the taste, they're roasting the whole experience. One bio wrote, tastes like Meghan Markle's podcast. Start strong, then you're just confused why you're still here. Another, more bitter than a tabloid feud. It's not about wine anymore, it's about Meghan.
Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
Inside the industry, the whispers are getting loud. This brand isn't just flopping, it's falling apart fast. Meghan wanted this to be her Goop moment, like Gwyneth Paltrow but with rose instead of jade eggs. But unlike Goop, Meghan's brand doesn't attract, it repels. When people feel played, they don't just ignore it, they boycott. One marketing exec said it perfectly. If your whole brand is about authenticity and empowerment, you can't slap your name on bland wine and call it empowerment. Boom. And where's Harry? Supposedly, he supported the launch but wasn't thrilled about the timing. Translation, he knew it was a mess but didn't stop it. Sources say tensions are rising at home. Harry's ready for meaningful projects. Meghan? Still chasing that aesthetic dream that keeps crashing harder than their Spotify deal. Let's not forget, As Ever launched the same year, their Netflix buzz fizzled and archetypes got canned. Meghan's brand, more known for flops than hits at this point.
In order to get attention, because if she just released more jam, I guess we wouldn't bother to talk about it. It's very, very hard to know what to say, really. I mean, she warned us in the talk with Emma Gride the other day that...
And now, no more palace drama to hide behind, no institution to point fingers at, just Meghan. And a bottle of rosé that tastes like scented candle runoff. For someone who once claimed she was silent, she's had a lot to say and sell ever since. But here's the gut punch. Even her fans are turning. Reddit is filled with posts from people who used to defend her like knights with keyboards. One said, I wanted to believe in this, but it just feels like another shallow cash grab. Another? She's just another influencer with a title. Ouch. And you know when fans start using words like sellout, that's game over. You can't Instagram story your way out of this. That trust takes years to rebuild. And Meghan doesn't have years, not in the TikTok world. This isn't just bad PR. This is brand death. People are seeing through the Duchess illusion, the one that's more costume than character, more facade than flavor. The next move? Another rebrand? Skincare? A memoir about wine trauma? We've seen the cycle: launch, hype, backlash, play victim, vanish, repeat. But this time, that cycle might be broken. People aren't just tired, they're done. Jon Stewart didn't destroy Meghan's wine, he just popped the cork on what everyone was thinking for years. Now people on TikTok are pouring the rosé into their houseplants and joking, even my succulents rejected it. The wine didn't just flop, it became the Fire Festival of Rosé. And here's the real kicker. Meghan was furious after The Daily Show aired that segment. Not annoyed, not mildly bothered, full-blown raging. According to insiders in Montecito, she felt blindsided, betrayed, like the media stabbed her all over again. But come on. This isn't a media conspiracy. When everyone from comedians to wine influencers to random Twitter users are dragging your product, it's not a hit piece, it's reality knocking. And what a reality check it is. Remember when Meghan branded herself as a modern entrepreneur, a feminist trailblazer, a disruptor? Now she's being compared to every washed-up reality star, trying to sell empowerment in a bottle. Except this isn't skinny girl. This is skinny branding and a bloated ego. Within 72 hours of Stewart's roast, wine shops were pulling as ever from displays. One Manhattan boutique even used the bottle in their cautionary tail window display. Brutal. And where were Meghan's celebrity cheerleaders? Silent. Dead silent. No Oprah praise, no Instagram support from Reese, not even a whisper from Jessica Mulroney, and she'll promote anything. When even the nice press backs off, you know it's bad. Vogue ignored it. Vanity Fair, shady. Page 6 called it the Rose Wreck of 2025. That's not coverage, that's burial. What hurts most, Meghan built her empire around being the underdog princess. She fought the crown, she took on the tabloids, she became a symbol, but now she's a punchline with a wine that tastes like diluted grapefruit soap. People aren't just mocking the wine anymore, they're mocking her. And that's where it stings. Let's talk numbers. As Ever was supposed to debut with 50,000 bottles, carefully curated, exclusive, elevated, pop-ups in LA, NYC, Miami. But guess what? Half of it didn't move. The Miami event canceled. No RSVPs. NYC tasting rebranded with her name erased from the posters. It's giving damage control. Whispers from Meghan's camp say she's even considering legal action against Jon Stewart, against critics, against bloggers who posted honest reviews. Like what? They're prepping cease and desist letters over wine memes. It's giving panic. It's giving, I don't know how to fix this. But here's the truth. Nobody sabotaged this brand. It collapsed on its own. You can't slap silk on a subpar product and call it luxury. Consumers are sharp now. They see the spin, they feel the manipulation, and Meghan, she underestimated just how quickly people can go from curious to over it. Even the As Ever website is a ghost town. Comments off. Contact forms redirect to a vague, "We'll be back soon." People are demanding refunds, not because the bottles are broken, but because they feel lied to. This wine is a metaphor for Meghan, one reviewer wrote. Glossy on the outside, empty on the inside. And now Meghan's usual, it's sexist, it's racist, it's unfair defense, falling flat. The backlash is coming from everywhere. Men, women, all races, all political sides. It's not about hate, it's about hype fatigue. And to top it all off, she launched this wine on Princess Diana's birthday. The audacity, intentional or not, it came off as tone deaf and opportunistic. Jon Stewart didn't start the fire, he just smelled the burnt rose and said, "That stinks." And we laughed. Because it did stink. Meghan's whole empire was built on being serious. Her voice, her journey, her truth. But the second the audience starts laughing at you instead of with you, that spell breaks. Insiders say Meghan's been obsessing over Stewart's clip, rewatching it, sending voice notes, asking friends, why did anyone stop this? Girl, because no one around you ever says no. They were scared to tell you the wine sucked, just like they're scared to say the brand isn't working. And now even Harry is backing off. One insider said he knows what it tasted like and what the world thinks. Translation: he's staying out of it. This is Meghan's mess now. Let's be real. The real tragedy here isn't that the wine failed, it's why it failed. Meghan isn't failing upward anymore. Since ditching the royals, it's just been flop after flop. Spotify, gone. Archetypes, axed. Netflix docuseries, lukewarm at best. American Riviera Orchard, no one even knows what that is. And now, As Ever is dead on arrival, the public's catching on. In a world where people crave raw honesty, Meghan's brand reeks of overproduction and pretense. All those soft-focused launch photos and handwritten notes, it's like a Hallmark movie pretending to be a business empire. Even PR experts are saying it. Meghan built her image on sincerity, but delivers like a polished politician. It's disconnected, cold, scripted. And this wine? This is what finally exposed it all. Let's get something straight. When people buy celebrity wine, they want the fantasy. They want to believe the celeb picked the grapes, sampled the flavors, helped design the bottle. They want the story. But Meghan, she gave us a photo shoot. It felt more like performance than passion. Look at someone like Rihanna. When she launched Fenty, she was in the lab. She was innovating. She was present. Meghan? She posted curated clips of vineyards and called it a day. The final irony? Meghan didn't just fail to sell wine, she failed to sell herself. And the wine exposed everything. In the world of wine, you can't fake depth. You can't Photoshop complexity. You can't throw feminine strength on a label and expect a round of applause. The bottle, Instagrammable. The taste, flat. The brand, hype with no heart. And somehow, Meghan, who once fought against being reduced to a royal stereotype, has become a caricature of herself. Just another privileged celeb slapping her name on a bottle and waiting for the cash to roll in. Except this time, it didn't. The underdog story is over. Underdogs don't get curated Napa deals and pastel vineyards shoots. They hustle, they grind, they earn their credibility. Meghan, she coasted on a narrative, and now it's collapsing. And Jon Stewart, he didn't scream, he didn't rant, he made one smooth savage joke, and it sliced through years of over-curated branding like butter. The reaction? Deafening silence from Meghan's camp. Sources say she's still stewing over the clip, rewatching it, obsessing, asking, why didn't someone stop this? Here's the answer. No one ever does, because when your brand is bigger than the product, people get scared to speak up. And now, even Harry is staying quiet. Because the truth is, Meghan's brand isn't working, and everyone around her knows it, but no one dares say it out loud. Well, except Jon Stewart, let's be honest. Meghan's team is in panic mode. Emergency meetings, taglines being rewritten, tweets scrubbed, influencers being offered money to fake enthusiasm. They're literally trying to pay TikTok creators to pretend the wine doesn't taste like garden hose runoff. And the legal team? Oh, they're working overtime too, prepping cease and desist letters for critics, bloggers, small reviewers who dare to tell the truth. But the damage is done. The memes have taken over. Reddit is on fire. Twitter is a roastathon. Because once the internet starts laughing, it's over. You can spin bad press, but you cannot unmeme yourself. That's called cultural death. You don't recover from that. Netflix execs are reportedly side-eyeing this whole debacle. One insider allegedly said, if she can't sell wine, how is she going to sell a new series? It's a fair point. Content requires trust, and Meghan's trust capital? Running out fast. So what does she do now? Go quiet? Rebrand again? I'm back with a deep essay on resilience and female entrepreneurship? Drop a candle line made from emotional healing wax? Probably all of the above. But here's the truth bomb. People don't hate Meghan because she failed. People fail all the time. They hate her because she keeps pretending she hasn't. Every flop is growth. Every loss is a new chapter. Every criticism is unfair. And eventually, people just stop buying it. Next time Meghan launches something, a product, podcast, perfume, whatever, remember this. A label is not a legacy. A photo is not a personality. And a Duchess title doesn't guarantee taste. Jon Stewart didn't just destroy a bottle of rosé. He didn't just drag a celebrity launch. He popped the entire bubble. He said what millions were thinking, but afraid to admit. It's not just the wine that's watered down. It's the whole act. And the world, finally sober enough to see it,